Okay, I think we're live finally after what it's been. This is, I don't know, I couldn't stream for 2 weeks in a row, so it's been a while. But I'm back. I'm back and I'm live and I'm better than ever. Maybe. So, we're gonna just jump right into the games today. The title and thumbnail is only for 2 games, as has been the... Hello, Meg. As has been the tradition for the past few streams now. However, we're gonna go back to the old style of 3 games today because there's sort of a last-minute change of plans that I'm looking forward to talking about. But we're not gonna jump into that one just yet. That last-minute addition... I'm very saliva-y today. Excuse me. That last minute addition is gonna also kind of be like the just chatting section. So you know, that's what we're gonna do next. For now, we're gonna jump right into mimic logic. Let me hang on, get everything open here. Where's stuff? It's been so long since I've done this. Wow, we already have tritium and aces here already. Yeah, it's been so long since I've done this. I don't even remember how to stream anymore. Do I have everything set up? Is my volumes correct? I don't know. I was recording stuff with my microphone, and that means I had to fuck with levels on it. But it seems like everything's okay. I saw this game just popping off in the Steam, like, new and popular section. You know, there's like the little tab on the front page of like new and trending or whatever. And like, I was just looking at the screenshots, and I was like, boy, that looks awfully like RPG Maker. I mean, I think it's RPG Maker. That looks really RPG Maker right there. And notice there's a demo for it, so decided, you know what, I'll go ahead and download it. I went ahead and checked its folder structure, and sure enough, this is indeed an RPG Maker game. It doesn't really have like a super lot of reviews. It has 117, but I mean, we're talking about, you know, RPG Maker game, little indie game here. 117 reviews is pretty good, I'd say. So I was curious about this game, decided to download the demo, didn't pay for the full version. I did buy a game this week, but this was not the game that I bought this week. So anyways, we're just gonna launch the demo version and we're gonna see how this game is, how we enjoy it. I do have my timer this time. I think the past couple of streams I didn't really use the timer because it's kind of not really necessary, honestly. It's more of a distraction than a valuable feature of the stream. Listen to those sounds. It's just like hitting, just hitting a cup. Just. Speaking of, I need a drink. Okay, all right. Window size, interesting. Always dash. Walk speed. That's weird. You have to go left to go faster. Controls. I'll use keyboard. I kind of prefer keyboard controls. Interesting. All right. But no key rebinding. I set it to keyboard and there's no WASD. Alright. Which would you like to use? Oh. Boy, I'm considering releasing a package.json editor because the profile error message is almost everywhere. Indeed. I have the profile error thing because I'm too lazy. I have there's like a little batch program that you can run that clears it up, but it comes right back after you know run another game with a different version of NWJS. So, you know, I just don't give a shit because I mean it doesn't mean anything. It's pointless. Anyways, let's talk to the lady. Are you ready, Nairo? Let's head into the dungeon and find some hidden treasures. With your fighting skills and my ability to talk to treasure boxes, this should be no problem at all. Then, as one does, the ability to just chat with treasure boxes. Ah, how do you do? How do you do? Nice to meet you. All right. Oh, you can't see that. I have like a little storage over here. Huh? You don't know the rules of the game? As long as you can complete the tutorial dungeon, I'm sure we'll be fine. What if I can't? No, right. No WSD. Oops. Can I go? Difficulty. This dungeon has 10 floors. No, but I want to go to... I thought this might have been the dungeon because it goes down. Am I okay? What do you mean, am I okay? What are you talking about? Getting 7,000... Oh, these are like achievements? Does this say? By clearing dungeons with certain conditions, you can obtain special treasures. Check the questions to see what the conditions for each. Kind of sucks that you can't just... Can you not check that from the menu? Does not look like it. Looks like there's not a lot in the menu. We shall negotiate with the treasure boxes. Alright. Within these 4 treasure boxes, there is only one mimic that lies. Try to find that mimic. Pressing the C key will show you what all treasure boxes have to say. This should make it easier to make your guess. If you find a lying mimic, try opening all other treasure boxes. Can I move? Oh no, that's just... Oh, wait. There's like a selection control here? The box on the right isn't a mimic. The box below me isn't a mimic. The box on the left is a mimic. The box on the right is a mimic. Oh no. I may be too dumb for this kind of game. The box on the right isn't a mimic. One of them is a liar, though. So, I think this one's safe. Because it's saying that one... Oh, I hate these puzzles. I believe this is the whole game. Is these kind of puzzles. I mean, I guess we'll find out. Bottom left is the mimic. I'll go with that. Oh. How do I... Is it C again? Oh, okay. It's interesting. So you can just like read it and then you can mark it. It's sort of an interesting way of doing that. Wait, not yet. I want to open this one because I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Alright, so it's definitely one of these two. And yeah, this one said the one isn't a mimic, so... Yeah. Yup. I received 0 adventure points! So that's what happens. Standard is negative 999. BOF. I don't know what that means, but right on. Oh, and I have to... Okay. Does it randomize it, or is it the same every time? It's not randomized, so... But it does seem like the items are... randomized. Well. The puzzles are generated automatically, so you won't know the position of mimics every time. Oh, okay. So maybe that was just because... I don't know. There may even be times when you'll have to decide to keep moving ahead without opening even a single treasure box. At least you can do that. I kind of like that. Like, if it's, like, too difficult for you, you can just say, ah, fuck it, never mind. There is no mimic among the blue boxes. There are 2. Is no mimic among the blue boxes. Okay. There's no mimic among the black boxes. There is no mimic among the black boxes. Wait, there is a mimic among the black boxes. So... we know that one's safe. I think this one might be okay. Oh, maybe. So we can open this one. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah! I'll call it good there. Hedge my bets. I don't know why I want this stuff, though. So far, it just seems like puzzles, right? Do I want equipment? I have a shovel. You would think that you'd use that equipment to fight the mimics, right? But I just died instantly. The more time passes, the hungrier you'll become. If the gut counter reaches 0, the game is over, so try your best to finish puzzles quickly. I don't like that. That's stupid. Oh yeah, it's just counting down. Whether I do anything or not, right? Yeah. The rightmost column contains no mimics. The leftmost column contains a mimic. The rightmost column contains no mimics. Okay. So... I feel like those are okay. There is no mimic among the blue boxes. Eat some candy to boost your gut! See, because there's two... This one down here is telling the truth, I think. There's two confirming the same information, so it makes me think that they are telling the truth. So I think this one's not a mimic. I really want to press escape to get out of this menu. It's so weird that it's mapped to C. Yeah. I see. Okay, here's a combat floor. This is the perfect chance to use the items and equipment you've gained from treasure boxes. The A key will eat all of your candy, and the C key will equip your best gear. Okay. Interesting that those keys suddenly change their function. Here's an attack candy. Try eating it to improve your stats. Attack increased by 1. Your max HP increased by 13. Neat. Is it... Oh, weird. Okay, so you just, like, press action on it? Oh, and you have to do it again. okay. It's a little bit weird. Restores 70 gut. There are 6 boxes from here on. When listening to treasure box hints, use the arrow and Z keys to make guesses easily. The battle system is indeed evented. The bottom row contains no mimics. So the bottom row contains no mimics. The leftmost column contains no mimics, and the rightmost column contains no mimics. Oh, the rightmost column contains mimics. The leftmost column contains no mimics. So I think this one is fine. Bottom row contains no mimics. So I believe that most column contains a mimic. Ah, but that's in the rightmost column. But that one's matches that information. Wait, this one matches that information. So I think that's it. Let's go for it. Yeah. No, right. No, exit. Okay. Hee hee, would you like a massage? Course A heals 40 HP and gut. Increases max HP. How much? Oh, I have a lot of gold. I think my HP is fine. I don't need to heal it, so get a max HP boost. Can I do it again? No. Alright, bottom row contains no mimics. The rightmost column contains a mimic. There is a mimic among the blue boxes. The top row contains a mimic. The top row contains a mimic. Okay, so I think this is all good. There is no mimic among the black boxes. Yeah, I believe that. So I think this one is a mimic among the blue boxes. I think this one is okay. Let's see. Yeah. You know, wow, I can't believe we're already 16 minutes into this. The time's kind of flying with this game. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but, anyways, so I don't hate the puzzles. We're still, you know, pretty early days with this game, but I get this feeling with, like, a lot of the, like, roguelite games that I've played in RPG Maker, or just roguelites in general, where it's like, I sort of already feel like I kind of get the gist of what the game is. Hello, Alice. Nice to have you here. Yeah, I already kind of feel like I get the gist of the game. I don't know. I don't hate the concept. I sort of wish there's more attention to it. It's like, I mean, I know that it would slow it down, so I don't know if this is the right answer, because on the one hand, we don't really want to slow down the game quite so much. But I feel like if there's more suspense in opening the boxes, like when you check the box, it's just like it opens up and that's it. And there's like no suspense. Like you're not like, am I right? Am I wrong? Which one is it? Right? I feel like if there's some suspense to it, it'd be a little bit more interesting. On the other hand, you know, by building suspense would be like making it creak open slowly, pulling the camera in. Are you right? Are you wrong? Are you right? Are you wrong? And then you get the thing, or you die. You know, that it would slow things down a lot. So, like I said, I don't know if that's the right answer or not, but I think it would elevate the experience a little bit. You can also go to the item and gear menus to use a number of items and change your gear. Oh, my gut is low. Here's a whirlwind scroll. Give it a try. You can also use the X key to bring up the menu, or the escape key. Let me eat my rice ball. It healed by 71, but it said it'd heal 70. Thanks for the bonus 1 point, I guess. And it is sort of weird that it seems like you can't fight the mimics. I mean, that's what mimics have always been in these games, is a monster that you fight. How do I use the... Is it a relic? What is it? Gear? I don't like... It doesn't go back. When I press escape, it just exits the menu completely. It doesn't go back to the previous menu. Oh, okay. Combat. This should cast her magic attack. Thanks. Combat is not very satisfying, not gonna lie. Can confirm rice balls always give me full heals. Not for me. Don't get me wrong, I like rice balls. They're usually like my choice for breakfast. But they're not the most satisfying. You got an adventurer's book. Boop -a doo. You received 10 adventure points. Heck yeah! What is this thing? Slow down hunger. Oh, I see. So it's kind of like permanent upgrades. Strengthen starting gear. Slow down hunger rate. Wait, is my gear gone? So, hang on. Let's just do the increase max HP. That's fine. Is my gear gone? Is it completely random? Then what's the fucking point? Oh, it's so stupid. I get it. It's fucking roguelike shit. I don't agree with that design choice. I don't know. The combat is so pointless too. It's just not interesting. It's just press spacebar, press spacebar, press spacebar. Yeah. What a dumb design choice. Yeah, roguelike, but you don't carry over gear. That's the thing, right? Like, usually in roguelikes, you only lose your shit when you die. I didn't die, I finished the run. The box on the right is a mimic. The box on the left is a mimic. The box on the right isn't a mimic. The box on the left isn't a mimic. Sounds like an arcade ladder to me, a la Gauntlet. A complete total aside, man, I've been wanting to play some Gauntlet. I should download that and emulate it and piss Nintendo off, even though I don't think it's on any of their systems. The song's kind of pretty though. It's fine. It's inoffensive to me. I feel like it's a little bit short. I feel like I've heard the same loop. Oh no, okay, there is another part. Yeah, this like little B part is kind of nice. A little bassoon part in there. I'm gonna take a risk on one of these. Cast your vote, boys! Which one do you think? We're gonna gamble. It's the first floor of this dungeon, so if I fuck it, then it doesn't matter. We going with the red box or the black box? Send your texts in now to 555-5555 and vote for your contestant. I'll open up this one. Huh? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I like the bassoon, but I'm a total sucker for double reeds. Right? You need to clarify. Or right and red. Which one's the mimic? Which one's the safe? Are you saying that's the one I should open? What does this say? Too short for something you're gonna be stuck with for a long time, though. Yeah, no kidding. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're going for red. Right is red. Right, yeah. Okay. Well, Ace was right. Or maybe wrong. I'm not sure which one he was trying to go for. Alright, the top row contains no mimic. The leftmost column contains a mimic. The leftmost column contains no mimic. The box on the left is a mimic. Oh, okay, alright. So the top row contains no mimics. The leftmost column contains a mimic. Ah, there are two here saying the left. This one is one, and this row contains one. So I think this is the mimic. Yeah, there we go. What is this? Mythic book. Cool. I don't have any money. Wait. No, not yet. And sell it. Can I? Well, I can't even buy that. That's the fun thing with randomization, right? I've gotten every possible item that I could get since the start of this dungeon, and I don't have enough money to buy this item because, hooray, randomization. Interesting, they're all red. The rightmost column contains a mimic. The box on the left is a mimic. The box above me isn't a mimic. The box on the left isn't a mimic. I think this one is a mimic. Oops. Yeah. Oh good. Another pointless combat room. Oh, a throwing knife. What does that do? Great. My gut is low. There is a mimic among the blue boxes. There is a mimic among the blue boxes. Okay, so one... Oh, well... Most of them are blue. There is no mimic among the black boxes. Yeah, I got that. There is a mimic among the blue boxes. There is no mimic among the blue box. Okay. So, we got that one solved. God damn it. Why is escape not the way to get out of the menu? Decisions. I don't really need max HP, but my gut is kind of low, so I guess we'll just do that. Thanks! The bottom row contains a mimic. The top row contains no mimics. The top row contains no mimics. Okay. The top row contains no mimics. Yep, the top row contains a mimic. Okay, well then we got it figured out. Oh, this looks kind of... Oh, hey, it's, Oh, also, I didn't even... Sorry, Wind Rider. I thought you were, Canned Dinosaur, Mr. Wurzak. Frankie! And Great Potions. You're that guy that has... Who's being fucking harassed. Funny that your brain adapts and it becomes easier. Yeah. At least there's a change of song. I made some medicine. Want to try it? Oh, Wrath of Wood is here. Full house day. Yeah, you bet, boys. Nolan's back. Everyone's here. It's party time. Don't worry. I got the sake ready for the next part. We're going in deep, we're going in hard, we're going in fast. Just the way that my woman doesn't like it. I made some medicine. You want to try it? Yeah! We all do that, right? Random dude on the street's like, yo, I made some medicine, try this shit, buddy. And you're just like, yeah, man. Take that medicine right off you, stranger. When you're in town, you don't get hungry, so your gut doesn't decrease. You don't get hungry while in menus either. Tiny goblin whoa, wait, this is, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. It's like Bajilisp. It's BG! What up, brother? Mushroom lunch. Oh, do I want to eat something? I don't need to eat anything. My gut's a little bit low, but I'm pretty good. Thanks, ma'am. Man, it is really a full house day. What up with that? Let's get that rice ball. And we're gonna attack candy. Sure. I drink medicine. My randos in the street all the time. This game is not Mr. Potion's game. We're not there yet. I'm saving that for the second game. So I seem to have stumbled into some kind of community here. Didn't expect that. I just saw on your profile that you're streaming Wildsilver, so I came here. Yeah, you bet. I wouldn't say I'm popular, but I got some buddies. I got some buddies around. Probably yeah, that's fine. I think a lot of people just put me on in the background. No problem, man. There are 2 mimics from here on. Okay, interesting. I'll give them credit there. They do seem to be changing it up a little bit. Like, I think, so, like, oh no, wait. No, never mind. I take that back. I was just realizing that, like, in the halfway point of the previous section that I did, that suddenly they started adding in six mimics. So I thought, oh, okay. I just thought that was normal. Halfway through, you'd have 6 mimics, which that is actually correct. But what I just saw, you know, they said that from here on out, there's going to be 2 mimics. I thought instead, because I'm dumb, that there'd be a random modifier at the halfway point. Either you'd have 6 chests or 2 mimics. But leftmost column contains no mimics. The rightmost column contains no mimics. Alright, so I'm going to say that's correct. And then someone gets on a side quest where you test out a weird concoction of a potion. Why are you saying internet? Don't tell me that I'm dropping frames. OBS is not reporting any drop frames. I swear to God, I have had it up to here with JCOM. The top row contains no mimics. The top row contains no mimics. All right. I'm gonna go with that. Is that right? Who knows? Oh, dang it. Mimic equals chest unless it's not. Yeah, so I really don't like that. I get that it's a puzzle game. You failed the puzzle, therefore game over. But I don't know. It's the context that it's been put around, right? JCOM is very sucky, by the way. That's good to know. I'll talk about that in a minute. So I think... Oh, I forgot to unpause the timer. Yeah, so it's just sort of the context that they've put it around, right? Because, like... it's the typical fantasy setting, and typically in these kind of fantasy games, a mimic is like, oh yeah, surprise, it's a mimic, and then you go into combat. And we even have combat here. It's a fantasy setting. You have swords and you have armor. So it's like in any other normal fantasy game, like a mimic is not the end of the quest. It's just a hard encounter. So it just feels so weird that, it just feels so weird that that's just like instant game over. Like, I do think it would be a fair punishment to have like a challenging fight that would eat into your health. It does seem like your resources, your item resources, are pretty limited. So having to take a major hit to your health because you have to, you know, fight the monster, does feel like that's pretty good punishment, right? I don't see why you have to completely end the run. That's the part that seems silly to me. Do you put shadows on the walls too, or just the floor there? I usually put shadows on the wall, because it should run up the wall. My Bible usually says skip all shadows. I don't know. I'm not a big roguelike guy, and this is doing me in. I'm not a fan of this, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, even though I haven't really given the game... Oh, oops. Even though I haven't really given the game a full time. I'm not into this. Don't like the concept. It's weirdly punishing to me, I think. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna call it good on that one. No thanks. Let's give it a review. Polish, accessibility. It gets a 0 on the accessibility. Clarity, I understood what to do. Balance seemed fine, even though the mimic thing seems unfair. I don't know. I like the concept of it, like dealing with mimics. The whole game is about mimics. So I don't know. I'll give it a point for unique identity there. It's an interesting concept. Yeah, roguelikes are not for everyone. Yeah, I have a really tough time with them. I've always I've had like an interest in them. I like the concept of roguelikes, but every time I try a roguelike, and I've tried a few of them on these streams, and I never enjoy it. There's only been one roguelike that I actually had like legitimate fun with, which was Patch Quest. And to be fair, Patch Quest was more on the rogue light. It was very light on the rogue aspects of it. So I definitely enjoyed Patch Quest a lot more than any of the other kind of roguelikes I've played. Anywho, I guess I'm almost finished with this beer. Yeah, Orc, you missed the first game, but it's fine. Literally everybody is here. Everybody who matters is here. Who are we missing? Are we missing anyone? I don't know. So let me finish off my beer and then I'll pour myself a glass of sake. Oh, and don't... Oh yeah, Dan's not here. How could I forget Dan? Oh, Dan, I'm so sorry. Anyway, don't you worry. I got another beer sitting in the fridge, so even though I have a small glass of sake, I'll have more alcohol. I really thought about doing it like a drinking game today. I kind of wanted to. I was watching Cold Ones, Australian YouTube channel where they just mostly drink. They're just a bunch of drunk bastards on that channel. And one of their more recent videos kind of gave me an idea for another RPG Maker drinking game that I wanted to do. But you know, I missed the past couple of weeks. Just wanted to kind of come back into the streaming scene after my 2-week hiatus with just the usual. I don't see Touch Fuzzy. Yeah, Fuzz. I've never had Fuzz join. I think he's too busy. Anyways, cheers. Bottoms up. Oh. Excuse me. Just to swing back around to Wurzak's comment about JCOM. Yeah, man, I switched to last drinking game really messed me up, but maybe I shouldn't have done straight bourbon. Last drinking game was fucking great. I recently, not so long ago, maybe a couple of months ago, it's been more than a couple of months actually, god, time flies, I switched over to JCOM, and yeah, I had another internet provider here in Japan for a while. The only reason why I switched to JCOM is because it was going to save me a lot of money. So I switched over to it, and I have been disappointed with their service ever since. Huge regrets. Obviously, you save money for a reason. So, anyways, so what I want to play next is Mr. Potion's game here. Wildsilver. I have it here. So this was sort of a last-minute addition to the stream. My plan, I've mostly have decided to stick with the 2 games per stream kind of thing, plus, you know, my just chatting section in the middle. I like that. I think it's a little bit more approachable for the people who just watch the archive of the stream. So I do think that's a better format. Please don't start a drinking game. I think the only stuff I have is 160. I'm not doing a drinking game this weekend. I'll tell you what. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let me finish the point I was trying to make here. You guys distract me. So this was sort of a last minute addition. I was gonna only do two games, but Wildsilver is first of all, it's a game that's been posted on the RPG Maker web website we're all familiar with. We're all partners in crime there. And Mr. Potions, who's in the chat, he's been harassed by fucking customers of his game, which is like fucking no bueno, man. It's fucking weird and gross. I don't. It started, I think, a couple of months ago, maybe. Yeah, there he is, Mr. Potions. I think it started a couple of months ago. I don't remember when it was. There was one dude who came in there and was like just fucking vitriolic, like, man, there's this fucking bug in your game and I see you online all the time, but you aren't fixing it. And it's just weird and it's gross and it's like stalker behavior. That dude ultimately got banned, and thanks to Meg, Meg, she was kind enough to clean up that mess that he left on the poor dude's game thread. And you know, we thought that was the end of it. Until just a few days ago, another dude decides to just fucking come in there and do the same shit. It's so weird that like there's the Steam forums, the community forums, which admittedly they say that they did post there, but then didn't get a reply from the developer. So it's just, this is where it gets weird, is they're like, okay, we didn't get a reply from the developer, so I guess I'm gonna go find like the game engine that he uses and go to their forum where he posts and contact him there, and not just contact him there, but be fucking disgusting, like just vitriolic and ugly. And it's just, don't do that. Like, you're not winning any, you're not gonna get anything done that way. If anything, like, I don't know, I can't speak for Mr. Potions, but I can tell you, if it was my game and you decided to come and do that, you would be a great motivation as to why I don't want to help you. That is not accomplishing anything good. So anyways, because this dude has been harassed twice on RPG Maker web forums by customers, not by, not, you know, it's not like other people who are like providing feedback. I know there's some people who take feedback it's not that. It's not people who are providing feedback on the game. These are just customers who are like tracking down the developer to like harass him, and it's just gross. And he was saying something in this most recent post. The dude was like, man, negative word of mouth is gonna spread on your game, and it's not gonna do very great at all, whatever, people are gonna learn that you're a shitty developer. And I was just like, you know what, just to fucking spite you, I'm gonna fucking buy this game and I'm gonna fucking play it. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not gonna be partial at all during this stream. Normally when I review these games, as you may have just saw, I'm pretty critical. And that's just part of my personality. I may still be pretty critical, but I'm not here to be like a legit reviewer of this game. Just to spite this fucking person, I want to sit here and say, man, I love this game. And then I'm going to leave the glowing fucking review on this game just because I want to say, fuck you. Because you're being weird. So anyways, this is a bonus that's been thrown into the stream. So that's what we're going to do. I hope you don't mind. It's not going to be, we're going to try not to be super critical. We're going to be completely spiteful towards the weirdo who is stalking and harassing developers. That's some good sake. What did I miss here? Sorry, I missed the chat. Let's see. So we're actually playing this game out of spite. Yes. Very stalker behavior that need to grow up. Absolutely. I can only apologize for the behavior of a fellow German. Dude's a fucking creep. Been experiencing it on one of my games too. Man, the internet is fucked. Gamers, am I right, boys? Boy, didn't expect spicy stuff on Stream Bingo. We're not playing Stream Bingo. I was gonna talk about stream games. That's the next point that I wanted to get to. It's the same dude, though, right? Unconfirmed. We suspect that it is, but we think they might be using a VPN to hide. Sorry, I'm not supposed to know that. Never mind. You didn't hear anything. Sorry, I don't know anything. We think it's the same person, but not 100% confirmed. Yeah, one comes across as an entitled twat when they post like that. Pretty sure it's the same dude anyways. The way they write and their arguments are exactly the same as before. Just instant ban these twats. Watch Nolan play this game and run into the game-breaking fuck. Not doing a drink game, but sounds like a need a drink anyway. You bet your ass if you're not drinking, you should. We're not getting completely trashed. I mean, Nolan is. How about another shot of sake? Allegedly for legal reasons, in my opinion. I'm just drinking for the hell of it. I've had this sake for a long time, and I need to finish it. Yeah. So as I was saying, on an unrelated topic to this, about drinking games. No, you know what? You know what? Hang on. Let's not break the flow here. I'm gonna make a note right here. Talk about that thing after the game. I put after the game. That's no problem. Let's jump into the game, and then we'll have like another just chatting section after the game. But we're jumping into this game, and we're gonna be. We're just gonna, all right? Don't let me get too critical, all right? That's my personality. I'm a critical asshole who has to overanalyze everything. Do not let me do it. We are spite playing this game. We are playing this game out of spite. So if I start getting too critical, you guys say, shut the fuck up, Nolan. we're here to be spiteful towards weird stalker behavior. I, for one, am interested in seeing how much of a knock-knock game this is, regardless of stalker creep. I'm confident that in your current state, you remember what that thing means later. No. First of all, I'm not that drunk. I'm just having fun. And I know that's what the drunk man says, but seriously. And I actually wrote it out, but I gotta keep it a secret. I wrote out what that thing is in my note. So I know what that thing is. Well, I should grab my other beer too, because this is just another sip. Hang on, we're not hopping into this yet. I'm gonna grab my other beer. Oops, there we go. I'm gonna grab my other beer, and that way, as soon as I finish the sake, we can just switch right over to the beer. Just give me a moment. Got the beer. Got the blanket, because it's still cold here. Got the headphones. Alright, let's do this. Alright, remember, don't let me be too critical of an asshole. I know that's my job, but that's not what we're here for. I'm gonna speed up the battle animations because I don't like waiting on battle animations that much. Man, remember, let's turn that on. It looks like we're using ATB. We're gonna turn ATB up because that just means more waiting. That's some good sake. One last pour left in the sake bottle, and then I'm done with this. Also, by the way, you're not automatically subbed to your game's Steam forums. I didn't even know I had that until like 1 year after. Man, that sucks. That's weird. But yeah, I think the dude had mentioned that, is that you automatically subscribe to. The dude's not a fucking game developer. He doesn't fucking know what he's talking about. He's just fucking weird, man. There we go. This sake is done. How do you switch tabs? Okay. Am I dumb? Glad to see there is WASD here. Turn on always dash. Oh, Q and E. Right at the fucking top. Jesus Christ, Nolan. I received no emails and not Steam notifications for any posts on my Tiki game. Autosub doesn't even work half the time on Steam. Good to know all these things whenever I finally open my Steam account. I get notice on new discussions started, but I get no notice on replies on those. Cool. Honestly, I don't really know. I didn't know that many people use Steam community posts. Every time I go to like a Steam community post, it's just like the worst fucking people there. Oh, this seems fine. All right. Glad there's WASD in here. I didn't see rebindable keys, which if we were being critical, I would knock you for, but we're not being critical. We're being the least objective here. Alright? As Orc said, we're playing a knock-knock game. Potion! You can use items from the escape or Y menu or in battle. True, who even uses the worst fucking people, apparently. The people who stalk developers. So, like, very few people are on the community forums on Steam, usually asking for troubleshooting. Change the text window to another color. Right, Wrath. Just to satisfy you. Nope, wrong one. Green is usually heinous. Blue adds too much prettiness to it. We want some of that red in there. We need to turn it to like nuclear green. There we go. I mean, honestly, just straight green. Make it Shrek green. There we go. I think that's pretty good. How you feeling now? Lord, my eyes. So I get we're playing this game out of spite, but isn't not being critical still a disservice to the dev? You have a good point, you know. Look, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna just sit here and be like, oh wow, Dev, this is so great. Wow, you're such a precious little being. Oh my gosh, you tried so hard. That's not what I'm gonna be. I like it. Shrek Green. There we go. Mr. Orc, you may not know this, but being kind to people is also good for them. I'm not gonna sit here and like just praise every second, but you know, I'm also just like I'm gonna try not to be as nitpicky as I usually am. I mean, developer, if you want me to, I can. I'll just do my full bore thing, but I can tell you I've pissed off people because I also, just like Orc, who's pretty aware of this, can be pretty nitpicky. I just made the bright blue vines for my enchanted fairy tale. Fairy tainted area. It's always perfect. There's like a slime thing there. There's another one over here hiding. Now you touch it. Oh, you just get XP just walking on top of it? That's weird. Who turned on the neon? Yo! Right here. It's hard to see anything in this heavy rain too. Press that. Oh yeah, I'm way ahead of you, buddy. Give me that chest. You can't open it from that side, I guess. Ah, random encounters. Select an action per turn and defeat your enemies. Oh, this window is fucking heinous. Shrek Green. Get out of my swamp! I spit all over my screen when I did that. Just like Shrek. I'm really in character. I'm not here to be good to people. I want them to get out of their comfort zone and make their damn games better. I know. Oh, Orcsy, that's a cute name. Alice is always sticking to the cuteness. Not knocking you. I'm here to balance your acidity, though. SG ain't your mama. He's not gonna lie to you. These are interesting enemy battlers. I don't think I've seen these before. They kind of have a sort of homebrew feel to them. Are these original? Cheers. Alright, let's go back to the beer. What do we have for skills? Nothing. Alright, starting off pretty easy, huh? Oh, thousands. Oh, okay. Alright. We have a level 1 Mandrake. Also, Alice doesn't give me weird nicknames at all. It's gonna change my Discord name. Yeah, in Discord I should change your name to Orcsy. And I should give a heart at the end too. Right now, Mr. Orc has like an Oni Japanese demon face for his emoji nickname. But I should give him a heart instead and make him cute. Should make it green too. Shrek green, just like the UI. Wow, that's nice. Alright. Oh man, I forgot it's random encounters. Ah yes, press escape to see more battle commands. That's the first thing I want to change in my game. It's so stupid that this is oh, there's an auto battle? A level 5? No, I did pretty good damage to it. I don't think it's that much of a threat. Yeah, it's fine. Right. No. I know about those. They're not so rare for me, though. They're pretty common. They're pretty common nuts for me. Potion. Coffee makes the tactical decisions around here, apparently. Is this a save point? Don't tell me it's... Oh, God, it's save points. No, we're not nitpicking. We're not nitpicking. I like your parallax mapping, man. Save points and you can save at any time? I haven't even checked the menu. That's a good point. No, I do not see. I do not see save. Well, we need an Orc's opinion on the maps because he's the one who does it professionally. We need an Orc opinion on the maps. Oh, you got reflections too. I mean, I noticed that there's kind of like a texture moving. I think it's like a parallax, like semi-transparent tile or whatever. It's a nice effect on the water. It does seem like it's a little bit blurry. Like, it seems like you tried to go for like some sort of like Gaussian blur kind of depth of field tilt shift effect, but it's applied to the map. It's not like a screen effect. Also, didn't that one guy complain this game was lacking nudity at some point? I don't think this game was. Meg has made me too privy to too much information. Meg, how much am I allowed to talk about? Meg, can you talk about it? I feel like I don't want to get you in trouble. Hey, VG, valid complaint. Boy, those steamy games on Steam rotted the user base. Kind of too dark for me, even when the light of your characters. Really? You think this is too dark? Hang on. I'm not that drunk, am I? This just seems like a blue filter and, I mean, slightly dark. Sorry, this is totally off topic. I keep seeing these... Where's my mouse cursor? Oh no, it doesn't show the mouse cursor in the game. Oh, I can't point at stuff. Oh, I want to use my mouse cursor to point at... Can I do this? No, it hides it. No, I know it's such an inconsequential complaint, but I want to use my mouse cursor to point at things. Okay, top right of the screen, there's like a little fern between the... Here. Right here, this little fern. I keep saying this, and this is how rotted my brain is with fucking Elder Scrolls. I keep saying it and thinking it's Nirnroot. It's a little dark? Alright. I've had too much sake. Cursor went stealth mode. Wow, I think my game gets darker than this. And then again, it's for a cave. I don't know, this is supposed to be nighttime. The map so far seemed fine for what it is. Not a friend of the entire one type of tree thing, though. Not sure why the areas are so flat, aside from the sticking out plateaus either. I'd expect a forest area to be uneven, not having these plateaus. Well, there we go. Yeah, I'd say it's probably on par with my mapping. My mapping is fine. It gets the job done. How do I get that? Oh, it looks like can you jump? Then again... Oh, you can jump. Alright, neat. Might have been nice to have a tutorial on that. I don't know if I skipped that tutorial, if I'm too drunk and just ignored it, or what. Why am I using arrow keys? This game actually uses WASD. See what happens when I play too many of these fucking RPG Maker games? Basically, a little height can help. Yeah. Boo-doo-doo, boom. Music's kind of wacky. Question for Dev. If you are I haven't seen you chat in a while. Are you still here, Dev? Shrek Green, text boxes. Who made the music? Is it an asset pack or is that yours? Because music is... I want to hear what you have to say. Still here. All right. Nice. Fight the powerful enemy. I wrote it. Okay, yeah. I was going to say it sounds we're going to frame this nicely. It sounds particularly homebrew. Then again, I mean a lot of the fucking asset music packs sound homebrew or worse. Worse than homebrew. Some enemies are quite frightening, sapping your courage. I'll be fine. Do I have any skills yet? I do. I have leap. Let's kill these things. Yeah, fuck you! Cooldowns. Sorta over cooldowns. This is probably a weird complaint. Because, I mean, cooldowns are, like, essential to games. Cooldowns have been a mainstay for decades. And sometimes they make sense, don't get me wrong. But I would like conditional cooldowns. Because I think that's more interesting. Like, you have to do something in order to regain that ability. I don't know. Cooldowns are played out. That's what I'm saying. Not a big deal here, though. Oh, this is like a boss. I just realized how little damage I'm doing to this person. I have some items, right? Yeah, okay, I'll probably need those. Do your rants have a cooldown? Your rants have a cooldown period. Poor, I'm not gonna lie, Windrider, I feel a little bit bad. I was watching back my last video. By the way, thanks for coming to the premiere. And I was like, man, I am fucking ruthless in this video. Thanks for taking it like a champ, though, Windrider. It's, as Orc said, it's all because we want to get you out of your comfort zone so you can make a better game. We all have high hopes that everyone who's making a game can make the greatest game they can make. But sometimes it just takes a little bit of a push. A little bit more than a push. More like a shove. And some people just can't handle that shove very well. They wind up falling down on the floor and then getting pissed off at you. And leaving mean comments on your YouTube channel. And stalking you like a weird fucking customer. Why does it look like she only has one boob? God, I wish I had my fucking mouse pointer. I want to point at the one-boobed lady. High Hopes, Big Harold glares at you. Big Harold is... Tall Harold is something John Doe knows about. Alright, I think we're kind of like... I need to finally capture rants. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. That's my cooldown. I have to fart every time I need to recharge my rant. But see, that's what made the Windrider video so brutal, is because I cut out all the farts. Oh man, this combat. Speaking of Windrider, man, it's reminding me of Windrider. This is just. At least Windrider had the decency of being fast. Like, I already, like, this enemy can't do enough damage to me. So at this point, it's just going in circles, doing the same thing. Yeah, I mean... Nolan's a nice guy with the best intentions. We all just need the edit button sometimes. It's okay, Nolan. Gotta let your frustrations out after Oracle ripped the game apart. I feel like nothing else can phase me at this point. Dude. Boy, can I relate to that. Whoo. I know exactly what you're talking about. Mission accomplished then. Yeah! Buddy, Orc is that thread. It's an ugly thread, right? We got a white t-shirt on, right? And Orc is the black thread that's coming through and stitching it all together. Fucking heinous, man. It's just standing out like a sore thumb. Just that contrast, white and black, with that one thread patching us up. Until we realized, damn, that's kind of cool, man. Buddy, Windrider, I've been there. More than a year ago at this point. You know, I did a alpha test, you know, like a closed test for my game, and Orc ripped into that, man. And honestly, at first, it was tough. It was tough. But honestly, I couldn't be more thankful to him for ripping into it. There is a matter. You're right, Windrider. Orcsy. There is a matter of how you present your nitpicks that maybe Orc could do with, at least back then. He has admittedly said himself that he's gotten better, and I would agree. I would agree that he's gotten better about it. It's not about what you say; it's about how you say it that can hurt the most. You know, that was one of the things that I had to learn. Is that it's like Orc said truthful things, even if maybe he worded it a little bit poorly. Let's see, weirdly enough, I know some people that like long battles like this. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's not doing it for me, because I could already see the outcome, but it felt like I just had to stick with it. Hey guys, it can be hard to hear things sometimes, but we all kind of know each other at this point. It's kind of like siblings that dunk on each other for the sake of love. Yeah. Oh boy, compared to what I did to Nolan's game, I was pampering Windrider. Yeah, man, he fucking slaughtered me. You know, by the way, I was gonna mention this earlier. God fucking knows if I did. I had, what, 3 shots of sake. We hadn't really gotten much story yet. That's one thing that I definitely want, is to get some story going here. So anyways, sorry, let me get caught up on chat. There's also a difference in how it's delivered. I know some who harass the devs about their feedback too. To be fair, the game show on Fidel and that fight against the maker made me cry almost as much as watching Orcsy play. Don't fucking tell me, God! I'm so pissed with JCOM. Man, and Windrider, you got to play the updated version of Caldera Colosso as well. I don't know what to do about Caldera Colosso. It's not worth it to me to completely redo it. This isn't a game dev stream. We'll talk about that later. Fucking JCOM, god damn it. Man, when they fucking installed it, and like, my download speed is like 300 megabits, right? Cool, super fast, neat. But my upload is like 10 megabits, and I was like, the fuck is this? And I was like, I need to stream. 10 megabits is not enough. And this fucking dude has the gall to say, oh, there are a lot of YouTubers who use JCOM to stream. My ass, get the fuck out. Even if they do fucking stream on JCOM service, they may not even be aware of how shitty this service is. Man. Now Nolan's, man, God, killing me. JCOM is killing me. OBS is reporting totally. Oh no, it's saying I dropped 230 frames. JCOM. Oh, man, I regret my decision. Anyways, I'm sorry. This game has too many random encounters. Every couple of steps you're in battle, there's quite literally an army of monsters in this forest. Yeah. Wurzak says, I'm a fan of long battles, but there needs to be some kind of distinct phases like you have in TCGs. Simple gaming, every step I take, every move I'm quoting the police, huh? Why the heck are there so many monsters? Hey, that's just the thing that Orc was saying. As if this whole thing wasn't difficult enough. I wonder where that came from. Is it because of that strange light I saw? forest used to be a pretty safe place. But I might not need to use some of those potions to restore my health this time. But I might even need, I might even need to use some of those potions to restore my health this time. I do want to mention, I like that you add the letterboxing to the cutscenes. This is a problem I've experienced with a few games that I've played. Where, like, I don't know, they want to show, like, a balloon icon on the player or whatever, and, they show it with a weight after the dialogue box. So it's like, you have the full resolution, the full game in front of you, and just that small little balloon, like, right there at this one spot. And so it's very easy to miss that little balloon, and then you think that, oh, I can play again, because there's no dialogue boxes, and it almost appears like nothing is happening. Which is why I started talking about, people need to add, like, the letterboxing to let people know, like, you're in a cutscene right now. I added it to my own game a little while back. I had been planning to add it for a while, but I finally did it. One thing I'm not a fan of is turn-based battles with a party of one. Hard to make that interesting. Maybe. My game is a party of one. I think I made it interesting. I'm a biased party in this, because it's my game after all, but I think it's pretty interesting. Maybe it fixes to add another party member. You have one singular attack, it looks like, and the sequence is just a worse version of the regular attack. If I had to fight a monster every step and every monster was overpowered and one shot at me, I'd still feel less frustrated than playing that that game. So fun. We'll just... did that override it? It didn't... I guess that overrode it. Yeah, it did. It's so weird that it doesn't ask to overwrite the save. Dark patterns and all that. I'm just used to... That's how it normally goes. It's like, if you want to overwrite a save, it says, are you sure you want to overwrite that save? What do you want? Brr? Oh, this is a shop. I didn't even use any potions during that one boss fight. I didn't even use any potions during the boss fight? Careful what you wish for a nighter. Next thing you know is the next part of my game is a bunch of overpowered one-shotting monsters that you face every step. I completely replaced Caldera Colosso with just that. Just one step random encounter, one step random encounter, one step random encounter, and every single enemy just one-shots you. But don't worry, the encounters are just one time. Whether you win or lose during that encounter, doesn't matter, it disappears. So you just have to face roll that part. You know, face the enemy, die, walk all the way back there, face the enemy, die, and then slowly you'll kind of whittle away. It's theming, it's thematic, right? It's a cave, right? So it's kind of like mining. Mining is a very slow operation, and it's very methodical, right? Sorry, I'm even making fun of myself in that. Y'all still fighting Lady Mandrakes? We are. There's a lot of chatting and not a lot of gameplay going on, Wrath. I made a joke once. I can make a 50-hour RPG in a weekend. Maze generator at high number, one-step HP sponge enemies. Game of the year? Maybe. Just maybe. It's a crystal! How? Oh. Do I need to jump here? Okay, alright. See, we're using my brain. I don't use that very often. Velven touch the spell rock. It has no effect. Okay. No, focus, no. That's hard to do, alright. Oh, it's on a single screen map. Is there anything over here? Oh. Blue crystal. There's a lot of chatting and not a lot of gameplay going on, but that wouldn't be any different if you said nothing at all. What do you mean by that? Oh, it's another boss enemy. I do like it. See, Orc, I do like it. At least they say, hey, by the way, there's a boss coming up, instead of it just jumping on top of you with no fucking hint that it's gonna happen. Oh, I might actually need to use an item. Look at that. Cast slow on me, but I don't know if that really did anything. Oh man, I just noticed that this thing's health is like not going down. Did it heal itself? Bosses shouldn't have warnings, fight me. Bro, even fucking Dark Souls has the fog walls. Come on, man. That's what you need to do, Wind Rider. Wind Rider, get your revenge. Go play Tiki's. Go play Tiki's Escape and fucking rip into him for having the fucking random boss encounters. Impact for the critical font. It's a meme, don't you know? I think you can hit pretty hard, so I'm gonna go ahead and heal up. Yeah. Point just made right there. You can actually make them suddenly show up. Work, autosave, the same one step before the... I think Orc did that too. Then if the player dies, they can load the autosave. Yeah, I think Orc wound up doing that. In my defense, the bosses and Tikis are so easy they wouldn't pose a threat if you knew they were coming. But weird as it may be... I don't think it's weird. We're all game developers, buddy. Man, I'm pretty sure Orc wants Wind Rider to succeed just as much as I want Wind Rider to succeed. I want Dungeon Rummage to succeed. I want Dime a Dozen to succeed. I want Wildsilver here to succeed, and hopefully also have half as many customers come and stalk him and harass him. Warzak, I don't know the name of your game, but I want your game to succeed too. I know your game has the blonde girl and the dude, and it has a lot of train tracks in it for some reason. I want your train track blonde girl game to succeed. I didn't mind the no warning boss fights, but would have been nice if you could change equipment before battle. Huh. I may actually have trouble with this one. I'm out of potions at this point. What about the Persona fan game, dude? Alright. You may have gotten me with that one. I don't know. I would still be happy. It's always good to hear a success story, right? I think Persona Guy is full of himself. I think he's very egotistical. I think he has no idea what he's doing. And I think he is an idiot because he seems to ignore advice. But obviously anyone, including myself, who's given him advice is probably out there because we want him to succeed in one form or another. So I would say, yeah, I'd even like to see Persona Persona guy's game succeed. Although it's not Persona now. Because he actually listened to some advice and made it not a Persona fan game. Because it kind of wasn't one in the first place anyways. I don't think it's weird, Windrider. I totally want your game to succeed. I critiqued it the way I did for exactly that reason. M2 Trid, why do you think he's got so much feedback? Yeah. Man, look at that. We're all pretty positive around here. We're not all assholes, and we're not all assholes all the time. And when we are assholes, it's pretty asshole-ish, but it's for legitimate reason. I think I might be fucked on this fight. Dude's only down. Yeah, that attack there does a lot of damage. Yeah. Yes, kind of saw that one coming. Oh god, which one is this one? By 2 seconds, this is the most recent one. I had no potions, Meg. Question is that just a potion fight? Kinda gotta pee, man. Drank a lot of sake, drank a lot of beer. There's sadly some devs who say they refuse to buy and play other RPG Maker games, so they do think they are beyond that, but most of those have left the forums the last few years. Sorry, I don't quite get what you're saying. There are sadly some devs who say they refuse to buy any other RPG Maker games, so they do not think they are beyond that. Yeah, obviously those dudes just have a problem of perception. RPG Maker is nothing more than a tool. The games that come out of it, there are distinctly RPG Maker games, that is for sure, because it comes with an RTB and it comes with the RTP and a framework for a type of game. But that doesn't mean that every game that comes out of the engine has to be that. Obviously, there's Omori, and there's One Shot, and there's Lisa the Painful, and there's Symphony of War. There it is. So, yeah. I will say that, you know, for sure, hang on. I wouldn't say I'd never buy an RPG Maker game, but you'd need to make a pretty darn good game for me to do it. Basically, they think their game is the best and refuse to help others. Last game worthy of my money was Soul Survivor. I would, for example, never buy a game made with RTB. Yeah. And apparently when I'm drunk, I can't say RTP. I keep saying RTB. The runtime baggage. Yeah, but I will say, like, there was a time before I got into RPG Maker that I was aware of what RPG Maker was and the RTP. I knew that much. I knew that RPG Maker had this look, which was the RTP, but I didn't know it was called the RTP. And so and everything I saw that came from RPG Maker looked like garbage. And so I had this perception that RTP games, or just RPG Maker in general, was just a shovelware engine, and I hated it. And you know, they have their own tag on Steam, and I blocked the tag because I just thought that's all this engine could produce. I've told this story before. There's a friend that I worked, or a coworker that I worked with, and friend. I told him I had this game idea I wanted to make, and he was like, "Bro, that sounds like something that RPG Maker can do. Why don't you get RPG Maker?" And I remember scoffing. I was like, "What? RPG Maker? That fucking engine?" Yeah, that fucking engine. Obviously, I've had a change of opinion since then, but I definitely know there are people who... I don't think I'm the only one who's had that opinion. Do I want to try this fight again? I don't know. It was a long fight. I don't want to do it. Soul Survivor was still an asset pack, 8-bit pack. I own that pack. Everything is how you use it. You can do more, but we don't bother. Yeah. There's a save point. Oh, there's a scary silhouette there. Let's find out what that silhouette is. And then I gotta pee. Oh. Can I just ignore it? I don't know. Let's find out what it is. Guard halves damage taken for 4 turns. Oh, well that's good to know. For 4 turns. That's weird. So it just feels like I should just spam that. Like, just every 4 turns, just put up my guard. I don't know if I like that, because that, I mean, there's no trade-off, there's no negative, as far as I can see right now, to not do that. Like, I feel like there should be a choice with that, right? God, I gotta pee pretty bad. Can we beat this quickly? I'm gonna pee right here, right now, on this chair. Wispy Woods, is that you? I can't read Oryx's long message. Production, I'm aware. I'm not saying everyone needs unique assets. I just think RTP looks too generic to pull anything but a lighthearted generic fantasy. Ah, I gotta use an item. At 50% HP, bosses become more aggressive. Interesting. Okay. How do they become more aggressive? I want to do it. Gotta go so bad, man. I didn't mean the guard. Just turn on auto battle. I'm tempted. Nah. We're gonna do this for real. Still on cooldown. Goddamn cooldowns. See, okay, the guard thing's a problem when you're drunk, because, you know, I can count turns. One critique I have of this game is it's going too long with one character in really long battles. Yeah. It just feels like there's not enough skills or diversity in the enemies. It's like once I'm confident that I can keep up my health and face this enemy. Then again, I don't have a heal skill. I guess I could run out of potions eventually, but I have 3 left. Holy shit, man! Alright, we did it! Oh, God! Explosions! It's dead! Would have been nice if there was a way to prevent Treant from pulling up his bears so frequently. Hooray! That thing was huge! Monsters are getting way stronger. If this is going on, the forest won't be safe for much longer. We may have to leave our home. Who is we? This is not the time to worry about it. I must focus on the task ahead. The fabled nut. It's not. It is fabled with me. Fabled once a day. Alright, I'm saving. I'm done. Cool game we'll talk about in just a minute. We gotta get, that's not music. Where's music? Oh god. Oh god, which one? This one. This is the new song. Alright. God, I gotta go. Okay. Listen to the song. I'll be right back. Wait, how's the volume? More volume. Oh god, hurry up. There. Oh, okay. Okay, wait. Alright, Wind Rider said, good job, Giant Wood defeated. I'm good at defeating wood by by getting the fabled nut. Feelings. Add a one-line tutorial recommending to drink a lot before the boss to increase the tension. Noted. Yeah, that's right. This song is really so cute. Thanks, man. I love this song. It's fucking weird. Well, it's a chat displaying on Nolan's screen with like a 5-second delay. Yeah, because it's YouTube. It's like 1 minute delay for me. Wow. That's one of the reasons I stream on Twitch. YouTube has settings for like the latency, but of course how quickly, you know, how immediate the liveness is will also depend on everyone else's internet connection. So basically, if I do like almost immediately liveness, then it would require you guys to have excellent internet connection, which I'm sure everyone here definitely has. But I have it at like a more average thing. It's speed. It's not weird you did the 7/8. Well, believe. I do believe. Man, my current song I'm working on too is fucking sick, man. It's so sick. Alright. Exclusive. Nolan's world first exclusive. I got something for you. You won't get to hear the song though. But I want to show you what will come before the song that will that will impress, right? Okay, so here's the thing. This is something. This also, I'm going to tie this into Mr. Potion's game as well, because I wanted to mention this anyways. So one thing that I think is really important is really trying to capture the player's attention right away. The thing is with Mr. Potion's game is there wasn't a lot there to really capture my attention. The obviously the combat was pretty subpar. I think that's okay because it's the beginning of the game, and maybe for people who are completely new to the JRPG genre, that would be not very overwhelming for them, right? There's very few actions they can take, which makes it easy for them to ease. Okay, you want to hear the music too? All right, I'll open up the project file. You just have to remember it's not finished yet. I'm also always hesitant about doing this because every time I show off music on the stream, it's like a curse. It's like after I show it, it's like now the song sits in like hiatus for like for a while before I can figure out what to do with the song. Anyways, I'm gonna load up the project file, but let me finish what I was saying. So, you know, it makes it more approachable. There's been a number of games I've played on this stream where they just like, they throw like 7 characters at you. All of them have their own unique skills. And this is right at the beginning of the game. And it's just completely overwhelming having that. So like, this is like the opposite end of the spectrum where everything's a lot more approachable. And if I'm being honest, if we have to pick the worst of these two evils, I would much rather go with what Mr. Potions has gone with. If we have to pick between one of these two evils, obviously ideally we would find a happy medium between these two. But if we're gonna go with one or the other, I would much rather prefer a more approachable game. However, with that being said, it's not really capturing people's attention. And so I really think you need to get something in there that can capture people's attention, which is where I am proud to do the world exclusive, like Starshift, start out with 3 and 10 minutes later you got 8. Yes. Funnily enough, that is the exact game I had in my mind when I was thinking of games that throw like 7 characters at you, all with their own unique skills, and it's just completely overwhelming. Anyways, so world exclusive. I have something very, very special for you guys here. In fact, can I like not have my face cam in this at all? I want this full screen. I want you guys to experience it in its completeness, because this is I'm pretty happy with this. Where's my camera? Here it is. And I'm gonna mute my microphone. I hope I don't forget to unmute it. That's it. And it's only 27 seconds, and that cost me a shitload of money. I will say that all of it has been edited in Engine. This is all show picture commands. So yeah, it's none of that bullshit compression shit MV has to use with the what's the fucking video format? Who gives a shit? None of that. You don't have to deal with that at all. It is all done through show picture commands, that whole entire animation. So you would get the full resolution of it. So yeah. My point is something, maybe not necessarily like that, but you know, something to start off. That is going to be the first thing that players see. WebM, thank you. That's going to be one of the first things that players see in the game, and I'm hoping that it catches players' attention. Leitmotif on point. Thanks, Meg. You caught it. There's another secret for the leitmotif there as well. Hang on. Let me play the notification that, yep, there goes the stream again. Yeah, yep, I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright. I don't know. I'm gonna fucking complain to JCOM. Let's try this again. Back from the beginning. Maybe Meg's golden ear has maybe picked up on the little secret that's there. There's a little secret in that BGS. I assume the scene is skippable. I plan to add like a skip cutscene thing to the game. Currently, no, but I mean, I literally just implemented that, and if I can get the next closed beta test out, it probably won't be skippable either at that point. But don't worry, it's definitely on my my eventual plan of implementation. It'd probably be one of the last things that gets implemented. Music is so intense it broke the stream. Not gonna lie, no headphones on and my allergies are screwing up my ears, so not right now. Okay. So it's all just background sound that's been generated through white noise. All of everything other than the like little drips. All the drips obviously are not white noise, but everything else is white noise. However, as keeping to that fiddle leitmotif, the white noise has been tuned to play the fiddle melody, and this was a bitch to fucking implement because I wanted to do it a very specific way. So yeah. Anyways, but yes, even the background noise is playing the fiddle leitmotif. So anyways. This is a song that Wrath of Wood wanted to hear. So I'd actually previously shown off this song. This is exactly what I'm talking about, where I show off a song on stream that I'm currently working on, and then I wind up hitting a roadblock as soon as it's the streaming curse. It's the unfinished song curse. And then it just sat in hell for a while. But this, the little cutscene that I just played for you guys is going to move right into this song. I don't have the intro for it yet, so just be aware that it wouldn't hit quite this suddenly. But there would be a little short intro that moves into this. Could a narrow EQ play notes? Yes, and that's exactly what it was. But I wanted to trigger it though. So what it is, it's white noise. Narrowed the band down to a very short range, and then I have a band that will bump up for each note that's been tuned to the frequencies of each note. However, each band is triggered through a sidechain. I specifically wanted to trigger it through a sidechain because I could then basically play the white noise, each band, basically on my own keyboard. I don't know why. Honestly, in hindsight, that's totally unnecessary because I know exactly what notes need to be played. So I could have just used something like envelopes or something to automate that instead of playing, but whatever. I was dead set on doing it that way, so it was a bitch to set up. Anyways, this song, I've shown it off before, but that was a long time ago. It's had a lot of progress. Holy shit, it's fucking cool. And it's just looped back around. I was working on that last part. Meg, you heard me begging for a triangle. It was this last section here that I was working on that I feel like I just want a subtle little like triangle trill just going kind of in the background right here. Yeah, I only have this like really cheap sample here that I have on mute because it sounds terrible. Is it this one? It's not even playing anything, is it? There it is. I only have that. And it makes your ears bleed. This is the only triangle sample that I have, and it sounds terrible. Oh, smack that. Anyways, yeah. So, anyways, that's the song I'm working on. There's a lot of cool stuff going on with this song. The melody is not quite the leitmotif, not the fiddle leitmotif, but the long notes that come in here towards the middle with the violin do kind of follow it. I really love. I have these like fucking snares come in that just. That symbol sounds flaccid. That was an accident. I didn't mean to bump that key, but yeah, it sounds pretty bad. I have these snares that come in that are like playing this like drum and bass kind of rhythm. I think it's fucking cool. Let's get just the drums here. So like you have like these like synth drums. Oh hell yeah, it's a lot of fucking MIDI tracks. You have like these synth drums that are going on throughout most of the song. It's kind of like the driving force, but then you have the string section that comes in later here. Hang on, let me unsolo the drums. So you have the string section that comes in here. Right, so you have that string section that comes in there, and I always love this little contrast of like having this like gentle and smooth melody, and contrasting that with like something like really fast and chaotic. So like down here, like in the drums, when those gentle and smooth strings come in, you have like these like drum and bass kind of snare rhythms that come in. I think it's so fucking cool. And here. Yeah. Yeah, it turned out to be, if I recall correctly, it was 69 tracks because nice. When you sent me those 19 tracks. Yeah, it's because I do a lot of layering. Like here, even just those drum and bass drums, snares that I was talking about, it's actually 2 layers. You can see them right here. Here, snare A and snare B. So, I really wanted this nice fat and wide sound with these. It's really it's hard to get it to mix right because with just snares tend to kind of like when you make them loud and when you compress them, the actual snares, like the chains that make the kss of the kss, right? Kind of just, especially with such a noisy track, there's so much going on in this track that it's very easy for it to just kind of become white noise. And I really want to work on the mix of this too, because I really want to hear each distinct snare sound, because I really want to feel that drum and bass kind of rhythm to it, that right? I really want to feel that in the song. But unfortunately, just with the reverb and how snares are, it kind of all sort of just kind of blurs into just a mess of noise. So there's a couple of things I wanted to do. First of all, separating it into a left and right channel, of course, and then also layering. So we actually have 2 snares going on here. So first of all, we have, oh, sorry. There we go. So we have that snare, which is kind of like a deeper snare. It's also been tuned down slightly to make it a little bit deeper of a sound. And then that's on top of this other snare. And then by layering those together, you get a little bit fatter of a sound and wider of a sound. Right, so there we go. I use multiple snares and BD, mute them for different parts. Yeah, I do that, but I don't just mute them. I almost always with my drum sections is there's always lots of layers. Like if we go down here to here, so we have another snare layer. These are my synthesized snares. You can see that there's 2 layers here. Once again, it's the same concept. We have a snare that's like a... Whoa. Slow down there, slow down. It's the same concept. We have like a very kind of treble-y kind of snare with a lot of noise in the top end. It's right? And then we have a kind of a lower end snare, right? And layering those together to kind of get a more fuller sound for a right? So, it's the same thing for the the synthesized snares, and of course down here for the kick as well. I think there's actually another snare here with this kick. It's a kick and snare combo. Yeah. So actually the snare here is 3 layers that we have going on. But we also have the kick, and then the kick is also layered. So we have a synthesized kick that's layered with this damage kick. It's a sampled kick. So there we go. And thanks, Warzak, for joining. Sorry, we've gone off on a music tangent. We still have one more game to play. I promise we'll get to it. I won't just sit here and talk about music all night, although I can probably do that. Sorry, I totally missed what you said there, Meg. I started to do a lot more tracks too. Breaking up two-handed instruments into their own MIDI tracks is the best thing I've ever done. Yeah. Yeah, I wind up usually separating my drum tracks out into individual tracks. Sometimes I don't do that, actually, because it does definitely make the project file a lot more messy. So anyways, so what I've done here, basically the reason why I have these two is the synthesized kick drum, it kind of gives it the right, the bass punch, but then the bass is just the right, but what we really feel a lot in music is the attack of the kick. So I've layered in a more acoustic kick and have it more EQ'd for the top end, what's called the plastics of the kick, so that way you can hear the kick with the sampled kick, and then you can feel the kick with the synthesized kick, and then combined you can feel and hear the kick, right? That's the goal here with them. So there you go. Layering. If you're not doing it with your music, do it more often. Layering solves all your problems. Where else? It's not just drums. Drums love layering. That is just a matter of fact. But it doesn't need to stop at drums. You can layer with anything. You gotta hear that noisy slap of the drums. Yeah, exactly. Like here, my piano is layered as well. So we have our regular piano. Nice and spacey. Love it. It's very piano sounding. But the game in general has sort of a brighter overtone to it. So to me, this piano is just not quite enough for driving this song. It's supposed to be kind of like one of the leading elements. So I really want this piano to really slice through the mix. So the piano sound by itself is not cutting it. So what do? You layer in an E piano. You can hear I've EQ'd the hell out of it to just basically leave the top end of it and just cut off everything below the top end. It's really quiet. Sorry. Remind me not to make saves. Regular piano plus. Yeah. Here, we're gonna crank up the volume so that way you can hear it. So I have this really bright E piano layered on top of just the regular piano, and with these two combined, it adds a nice little sparkle and shimmer to my regular piano, which helps it kind of slice through the mix a little bit better. It makes it more exciting and more fun too as well. Don't mind the peaking, which you can't see anyways. So yeah, layer your shit, man. It makes cool sounds. Cool sounds with layered shit. Where else have I layered? There's this. I really like this. I've done this a couple of times in the soundtrack. Gotta have the octave lower piano. I've done that a few times as well. It definitely makes the piano sound much. In fact, actually, in this song, I'm doing it actually because it's just a single note melody. You can't see this. Sorry, let me bring it over here. It's just a single note melody, but it's layered on top of a lower octave. It's also the top octave has been shifted a few milliseconds off, so it kind of gets a ba-dun, ba-dun kind of sound to it, right? If we zoom in here, like you can see, this is where the note starts here, but the octave up starts here, right? So it's kind of offset by a few milliseconds to kind of get a nice little twang to it. Yeah. There's also shifting up by a fifth as well. I'm sure Meg knows more about that. I'm more on the production side. That was our whole thing, right? We did Neon Chamber, which is a sick-ass song that you should use in your game. It's a resource that we released for everyone to use, where she used her music writing abilities to write a sick-ass song, and I did all the mixing and music production stuff on that. So anyways, I just like separating out layers for fun. For stuff I want to delay, that way only part of the complete sound is getting the echo. Sometimes I want the trippiness, but not the mud. Right. Yeah, exactly. Another thing that as I was saying, I've done a few times is layering bells in. I don't know what it is about tubular bells and stuff like that, but it just sounds like Final Fight shit. So I already have this Celeste going. I don't know what it is about the Celeste sound, but I really love it. It's like somewhere between like a piano sound and a bell sound. It's like the middle, the child of them. I love Celeste. Right, but a few times it's not quite that. I want to hear that dramatic dong, right? So here, you know, I've layered in some tubular bells. Right? It's in this case, it's almost kind of like using it for like an accent above 127 on the velocity scale. So if I really want to make it like you're really hammering it harder than 127 on the velocity, then you can just layer in some stuff like that. Where else? These are violins. It's fine. This song, I don't know how much it makes use of the layering. Obviously in the drums it makes a lot of use of layering, but for the other instruments, not really. Neon Chamber used a ton of fucking layering. Especially for like the harpsichord. I believe the harpsichord had like an insane number of layers to like really make that fucking harpsichord like pop out of the mix and sound like lush and full. Let's see. Tubular bells plus timpani equals here we go. Yeah. We have some like choir layering stuff here. It's kind of the fill out the choir. I did this in Neon Chamber as well. So like we have a main choir which is just like hitting chords. Sorry, never mind the paddiness of it. It's been sidechained with the kick, so it kind of goes it ducks with the kick. You're gonna hear that here. Just ignore that. Sorry, wait, here we go. Yeah, so yeah, I had to beef your weak ass choir. Yeah, and I did this in Neon Chamber. I layered in a more kind of oh gosh, alcohol brain is letting me down. Tenor. Tenor? Is that the right? Yeah, I think it's a tenor. I layered in a more tenor solo vocalist. The thing is like with these choir pads is the reverb tends to get kind of washed out a lot, especially when you're doing like, you know, chords like this and then you're throwing on some reverb on top of that. You kind of tend to lose a lot of the reverbiness that makes a choir a choir. So I like throwing in a solo vocalist on top that kind of that's layered on top and kind of cuts through the mix a little bit, so you can hear their vibrato, and that vibrato kind of really helps make it tie together that choiriness of it all. So I've done the same thing here, but I've used a more treble singer than a tenor singer like I used in Neon Chamber. So we can layer that in here. And for this particular section, this is like pretty choir heavy section, so there's more layers that are going on. There's a harmony going on as well with the solo singer. Yeah. And then this is the whole section that I need Meg's triangle for, because apparently I don't have a goddamn fucking triangle. But fucking act now for fucking 90 euros. This fucking slayed me when I found this. Fucking slayed me. Fucking 90 euros. And you can get 3.7 gigabytes of fucking triangle samples. I don't know what it is about the triangle. It's just not an instrument that I think very seriously of. You fucking throw 3.7 gigabytes of fucking triangle samples for 90 goddamn euros. Anyways, sorry. That calls back to something else I was talking about earlier in my Discord channel. Trying to find a fucking triangle for this. I only have a shitty, like, sound font triangle that sounds terrible. So I was looking into triangles and I found this one triangle library for 90 euros, 3.7 gigabytes of triangle samples. What a... It's so stupid. Anyways, I have triangle samples forever. How can you get 3.7 gigabytes of triangle samples? It's a fucking triangle. I told you this fucking slayed me earlier. Sorry. Oh god. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just lost it. It's so stupid. Gigabytes. Okay, I gotta breathe. Oh man, I'm tearing up. I would do $90 for an entire accessory kit, but just a triangle. Oh man, Winder, I keep going when I'm talking about the triangles. This is do all and not go insane. Oh man, I'm all teared up from laughing. Oh man, it killed me. Alright, anyways, choir. This is another thing. This is I'm still trying to breathe from that. This is another thing I do, and I'm sure Meg probably knows more about this. This is more of a music theory thing than a music production thing, but it's something I definitely love a lot. I love doing in my music, probably too much. I'm sure pointing this out is going to make you hate my music, because you suddenly hear how the sausage is made, and then it's just like, oh, that's fun. It's so stupid. I do this in a lot of my music, probably in all of my music, and I really need to find a new trick for my music. when you have like a scale or a main melody going up the octaves, going up the notes, going up in steps, whatever you want to say, it sounds super cool when you have like a harmony or something going down the steps, and it's like, wow, it's so dynamic. And I do this shit a ton in my music, and now that I've told you that, you're never gonna not notice me doing that. I do it all the time in my music. In all of my fucking songs, I'm pretty sure I have had this where it's like, oh, this melody is going up, or oh, this melody is going down. Okay, I'm gonna have this one harmony go up, or I'm gonna have this one harmony go down, whatever the case may be. It sounds cool, okay? So, yo, it reminds me of Bass Hunter. Do you guys know who Bass Hunter is? He was popular during the MySpace days. He had like one really good hit, Dota. That was the name of the song, and he was singing about the game Dota. It was, and like he does like this triplets rhythm like all the time, and I've been listening through his discography, and it is mechanical how often he falls back on that triplet rhythm that he does all the time. And it's just like when I hear my, you know, up with a down scale or whatever thing, I can't not think of Bass Hunter and how predictable he was with his triplets rhythm. And it's like, it's the same shit for me, except it's going up and down a scale at the same time. Anyways, okay, we're gonna play the other game. I gotta pee again. So, oh no, I cleared out the thing. Damn it. Oh god, I gotta pee really bad. This always happens. I think this is a soundtrack that I've been obsessing with. It's not my soundtrack. Why is it not coming up? Sergeant, damn it! Do it! No, stop! That's gonna get me in trouble. Oh, wait, is it gonna get me in trouble? I don't know. Oh yeah, it's gonna get me in trouble. Tom E. Morrison. It's 2 R's. Morris. There we go. This shouldn't get me in trouble. Play the damn song. Which one do I like? It's Flatland Stride. This one's super cool. I like this soundtrack. Listen to this. It's not my soundtrack. It's someone else's soundtrack. It's for another game. I gotta go pee really bad. Alright, I'm back. I did remember that I had made a note of something else I wanted to talk about. Let me chat about that real fast, and then we'll go into the last game for the night. Honestly, I feel like it's only 12:25, which is surprisingly early, so... and thanks, Mr. Potions, for joining. So sorry that guy had to come and harass you and make a mess of things, but I hope your game does well. I really do. And yeah, thanks for joining. So anyways, so that other thing I wanted to talk about, right. So, we don't know if this is going to happen yet. I was talking about doing a drinking game. Depending on how things go this week, if things turn out positive, then next weekend, let's do a drinking game. I really wanted to do, I was saying this earlier, I really wanted to do a drinking game today, but decided, you know, we're just going to stick with the normal format for today. But next week, if things turn out well, I want to do a drinking game. For the uninitiated, or for just a reminder for those who may have forgotten, my job situation kind of sucks. In fact, I think last time I streamed, or maybe the time before that, during my just chatting section, I chatted about the shittiness of my work situation, which is that every year I basically have to find a new job, and although I thought this company that I was working with this year would be different, turns out that they weren't. So, you know, I've been on the job hunt. Technically, I've been on the job hunt since fucking December, and that's why I was complaining last time, is because I've been looking for a job since December. But every fucking spring, I wind up not having a job and panicking and so on. Thanks, Meg. Appreciate the virtual hugs. Sorry, I'm rambling. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure everyone's caught up here, because I don't know how many people remember what I talked about, or may even be aware of what I had previously talked about. So basically, this past week, I did have a job interview. The pay is not super great for the job, but I would just be happy to have a job start right away. They told me that they will let me know if it's a yay or a nay on Thursday. Cool thing is I will no longer be working in the English teaching industry anymore. I won't be working in education anymore. Instead, I will be working in what all of you are here for, the game industry. I will be changing my career path into the game industry if things pan out. It would be super cool to be working in the game industry, despite the pay sucking. But no confirmation on that yet. Don't want to celebrate early. But what I am saying is, if that does pan out, then hell yeah, let's fucking celebrate next weekend. I should find out sometime this coming week whether it's a yay or a nay. And in that case, we'll do a drinking game next weekend. I'm gonna have to recall the rules. I had a pretty good idea for a fun little drinking game. I'll have to recall what those rules are. But doesn't matter, not right now. We'll do some drinking next weekend. I've already done quite a lot this weekend. Alright, that's the thing that I wanted to talk about. And see, I did remember. I put it down into a notepad here. Oh god, it minimized everything. Anyways, I have a notepad here. And yeah, I remember to talk about it. Alright, last game. What is the last game? It's not on Steam. The Thing. Yeah, I remembered what The Thing is. The last game is this Tiny Life demo, which is not an RPG Maker game. But looks interesting. So this game is touting itself as like sort of a Sims game, but a lo-fi Sims game. They definitely didn't achieve the Sims music. One thing I definitely for sure like about the Sims is they always have really good music. This already sounds pretty cheap. Anyway, can we get this full screen? There we go. You can't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, all right. OBS was just a little bit slow. A little bit of history. I do actually like The Sims. I've played The Sims quite a lot. I'm a huge fan of The Sims 3. I'm a huge fan of The Sims 3. I did play The Sims 1 and 2. I never actually owned them. I had played them over at a friend's house. When I finally actually bought The Sims, it was time for The Sims 3, and I played a shit ton of The Sims 3. I played The Sims 4, and I hated it. Did not like The Sims 4. I do not like The Sims 4 formula, and it's unfortunate that it continues to be successful because it's not good. I don't like what EA has done with The Sims, and I have been hoping and praying, you know, just like City Skylines from Paradox Interactive kind of took the place of SimCity, which is another game that I really like. I've been hoping and praying that someone would like take up the reins of The Sims and like not make it what it is today, kind of bring it back to what it was. So I was interested in this. I do like The Sims genuinely, and so I was interested to see what Tiny Life might be like when they pitch themselves as a you know, a 8-bit, not 8-bit, but you know, lo-fi Sims game. So let's find out. We'll check options here. Keyboard lighting. Oh, interesting. Okay, but I don't have any of those keyboards, so it doesn't matter. Plenty of options, just like The Sims. I'm not gonna go through all that. That's a lot. What should the new save game's name be? We'll just call this Meg's Music. That sounds pretty unique and original. Demoville, yeah. Demoville is a small suburban town in the middle of a maple tree forest with a Nicholas household and the beautiful Bluebirds Cafe at its center. Demoville is ready to demonstrate what it has to offer. The world included with the Tiny Life demo. Other worlds like the large Maple Plain city, as well as importing and exporting custom worlds, are unavailable in the Tiny Life demo. Makes sense. Sims, but cool again. Yes, that's what I want. Sims, but cool again. This is the household selection area, which is where you can use the cursor to select lots to build or play on. The outline color of a lot gives a hint as to it's loud in my headphones, but seems pretty fine for you guys. Gives a hint as to what the type of lot it is. An orange lot is a public lot with parks. Yellow has a household already on it. White is a residential one that no one currently lives at, but you can select it to jump into the character creator. The bottom right corner always displays some useful hints for the game's controls, which is especially useful if you're playing with a gamepad. Additionally, you can configure a multitude of additional controls in the game's options menu, including setting custom controls for certain actions. So like one of the things that I really liked about Sims 3 that was so disappointing with Sims 4 is that like Sims 3 had like this whole open world interconnected city thing, which was super cool. Now, I know why they got rid of it, because the performance on it was really poor, and it only got worse the longer that you played The Sims 3. So, they went back to like, you know, segregated worlds where you have like your like neighborhood and like the downtown and like the coastal district and stuff like that. So that was one of the disappointments, is that they decided to take it back to that. Now, at the time of The Sims 4's release, that made sense. But The Sims 4 has been around for so long. I was still in America when they released The Sims 4, and I've been out of America for like 8 years now. I think it's been probably a decade since The Sims 4 released, and they are still releasing content for it. And computers today can handle an open world the size of The Sims 3 just fine. I wish they would go back to that. One thing that I would really like. What is this? 830? How much money do I have? I don't even see. Can I? What was that? No, there's nothing down here. How much money do I have? Am I crazy? Anyways, so yeah. One of the other things is whenever I played Sims, I always kind of like more of like a. I don't really like the micromanaging of everyone's actions and behavior. I always kind of more enjoyed like just focusing on like one character and living their life, role-playing their life. Now this is not anything that Sims has ever done, but it's one thing I've always wished for. It's something basically exactly like The Sims, but more single character focused. A lot of the late game for Sims often has you like jumping between like the husband and the wife and the child and the dog and the cat, and I don't really find that enjoyable. It feels really micromanagey and just not exciting. I really just like having that one Sim to focus on and just living their life and improving their abilities and finding the right wife or finding the right husband, whatever. To me, that's more enjoyable. I know it's not something Sims has ever really focused on, but it's something I have always been hopeful for, is a game that's basically The Sims, but more single character focused. Anyways, this game doesn't say anything about how much money I currently have, so I assume this is fine. 830 new household. Which one? Build. How do I go back? This is the tile tool. Yeah, I want the Sim. Yes. The Sim. This is the tile tool. There was a pretty neat mod for The Sims 3 that basically made The Sims 3 into like a third-person game, which made it feel a little bit more intimate with the character that you're controlling. And I like the idea. The mod was executed very poorly. It felt miserable to control, miserable to play. Clearly the game is not designed around that. But man, it just made me want that idea even more, of just like a third-person Sims game. Or sim game, I guess you'd say. This is the tile tool. When going somewhere, tinies will favor solid tiles like concrete and hardwood over soft tiles like grass and dirt. Tiles are pretty much the only thing that can't be removed, just replaced with other tiles, so the remove tool won't be of much use. Okay. Fun puzzle pieces. Can I do like I don't know what the size of stuff is. Walls. Okay, there we go. Is there like a way to hide walls? Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. Now you see it all door. I like that they're kind of even using the similar kind of naming scheme to The Sims. Now you see it all. We're gonna do a tiny home. We need like a dirt road though. There we go. Nice and dirty. We need some windows though. Windows, here we go. There's no lighting that's rendered, which is a little bit disappointing. So it kind of makes the windows feel pointless. It's always kind of satisfying in like The Sims 3 when you throw on the windows and watch the house that you built like light up. Objects. This is a furniture tool. If you're furnishing a residential lot, placing furniture with a high water or electricity rating causes your weekly bills to be higher. Okay, interesting. Stream still going on? Yes, it is. Had a music distraction, but we're back at the game. This is the last game. I didn't even start the timer. Who gives a shit about the timer? Oh, where did the timer go? It's not even visible on my screen. I can still start and pause it. I don't know where it went though. Anyways, yeah, this is the last game of the night though. Some furniture has higher or lower efficiency or need gain, which will influence Tiny's interactions. So it says that there's a cost for them, but it doesn't actually display what that efficiency cost is. Okay, so is there a zoom? I feel like, oh, whoa, I can just use the mouse wheel. Oh yeah, it says right there. Okay. I think we might need more tiles. I always like the idea. I've honestly never done like a tiny home attempt in The Sims. I've always thought it was an interesting challenge, but I've never actually done it. What is this? No, I don't need that. Let's make this like the bathroom over here. So we need an ordinary shower. Modern counter? I don't know how you go in or out of that shower though. That's the thing. So normally, oops. How do I remove? Okay. So like in The Sims, you usually get like an arrow that shows you which way the Sims will interact with the object. I'm gonna assume that's gonna be fine. How do I rotate the camera? C. Okay. Oh, we only have 4 directions. Okay. I need this wall to hide. There we go. Oops, that's the rotate camera. Where's the rotate object? There we go. I don't know which way this damn thing enters though. Can I put it here? Is that fine? I think that might be fine. I don't know. Toilet. There. And how about a... Now you see it all. Wait, is that a window? Oh, I don't want a window. Arch. There you go. No door on this. Just an arch. I do like that you get colors. I didn't even notice that. Okay, cool. Let's do a hit. Oh, I can't change the color. Okay, alright, never mind. Alright, there we go. And let's see those walls. Yeah. And maybe we'll have like a kitchen in this corner here. Nice large Japanese home. Yeah, exactly. It's only a Japanese home if the bathroom is larger than the rest of the fucking house. Also, it would be separated. The toilet would probably be over here, and then the bath and everything else would be over here. Which, by the way, now that I live in Japan, I think it's fucking gross. I cannot imagine living in a world where the toilet and the shower are in the same room. Heathens, you Westerners. Having the toilet and the shower separated makes so much more sense. Kitchen. Oh yeah, usually Japanese homes have huge bathrooms. So the nice thing is, right, is that like the whole like washroom, the root, like I know Britishisms and all that, but no, I mean like washroom is like let me call it a washroom where you like wash yourself, so like shower, bath, etc. The whole room is meant to get wet, right? So like there's a drain in the floor and the whole room is basically one large shower. So, and you usually get a nice large bath with it too. So first of all, it's nice just filling the bath all the way up to the brim, and then you hop in the bath and all the water splashes out. Doesn't matter. The whole room is meant to get wet. So all that water that splashes out, yeah, it's a little bit of a waste, but you get a lot of you get water all the way up to your shoulders, and it feels nice. And all that water drains out. And then the whole room is just a shower as well. So of course, if you're not taking a shower, then, or if you're not taking a bath, then you can just shower yourself and, you know, splash water everywhere. It doesn't matter. It's nice. All right. I'll put that there. Modern fridge. It's all meant to get... That's right, Alice. I set you up for that. And a modern stove. That's necessary in The Sims. Now, like that's your ideal setup. Actually, you'd probably want one more countertop. Oh, and you can use WASD to move the camera. Oh, so nice. Oh, that's a big... There we go. Can I put a chair there? Can they... If I put a chair there, can they access it? Oh, yeah. It seems like it connects to it. Nice. Okay. That's a pretty good house. It's a tiny little house. This is a roof tool to apply larger pieces of roofing at a time. You can drag while clicking. Okay. There we go. My upstairs neighbors have that, except that there was no drain and their leak made a big hole in our ceiling. Well, ours are meant to, you know, not... They're meant to drain. It's not like that. How do I use this tool? Just get like this giant... There we go. God, that house is hideous. It looks like a shed. It actually looks like a commercial space with the fucking glass door on the front. Alright, well, whatever. It's fine. It's functional. That's all that matters. Oh, they do probably want wallpaper, huh? Here, let's do these modern stripes. Nice shed, thanks. Modern stripes. There, oh. There we go. Container home. That's what I was going for. Let's put some funky squares on the outside. It's not a container home anymore. It's stylish. Oh no, I need more stripes here. Oh god, what if it's an accent wall? That's what that is. Leave it like that. The accent wall on the back of the house. Alright. There we go. Oh god, it still looks like a container home. Okay. It's disgusting. It looks so horrendous. I hate it. Let's buy it. How do I finish this? How do I say, okay, I'm done? Yeah, residential lot, yeah. You can, okay. I don't want to move it. No, thank you. How do I say okay? I don't. I'm sorry. Am I crazy? Am I missing something here? How do I leave this? Is it in the options? How do I? Yeah, how do I move in? Build mode. Yeah, I want to leave build mode. You can't see behind my camera, but there's just build options here. Objects, doors and windows, ground, stairs, roof, fencing, walls. I don't. Importing and exporting custom content. Yeah, okay, alright. How do I say, okay, I'm done? Oh, that just opens that menu. Tab, Q, W, E, R, T, G, F, Z, X, C, space? Go to household selection. Okay, okay. Alright. Weird. New household. Alright, we got it. There's a chance there's nothing else. Just build till you go numb. Build more aluminum sheds. This is the character creator, and here you can create new tinies or edit the outfit and hair of existing ones. Okay. We'll name this one Alice Missile. Totally an original character. Age. What's my age again? What's my age again? Alice can get pregnant. I don't know. We're gonna need confirmation on that one. I have heard that Alice is from the very northern areas, so I imagine she's pale white. So probably that one. That seems to be as white as it gets. Which, by the way, this is a totally original character. I don't know who we're talking about. And probably blue. Do we have hair? Alice Missile kiss when kiss when you under her. But what about hair? Each clothing item has a set of occasion that is recommended for. If an outfit that has an occasion selected in the outfit info tab, it will automatically be worn for it. I think there's not that many hair selections here, but that seems like pretty Alice hair right there. And of course her the person I'm totally not basing this off of just has a black and white avatar. Since we're sticking with stereotypes here, I'm imagining it's got to be a light color, a blonde, like a platinum blonde. We don't really have one of those here. That's kind of platinum blondie. I don't know, but I'd rather go with like a more yellow kind of blonde. We'll go with that one. I think that's my original character. This is how it probably looks. Voice. Oh, there. You can barely hear it though. That seems like Alice hair. Yeah, I think so. There is a voice, but I can barely hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it any more than I can. And it's more just like grunts. It's just like, Let me turn this up in my headphones. Can barely hear, but it does seem like they've even tried to create their own Simlish. You know, I was giving this game praise for that they were kind of referencing. Yeah, see, that's the challenge, is that this person I'm totally not basing it off of has both a sweet and warm kind of tone to them. So which one do I go with? I'd probably go with the sweet. I feel like she'd have kind of a... not deep, but kind of a... well, a warm timbre to her voice. A mature timbre. Anyways, you know, I was praising the game, how it kind of makes reference to like how The Sims names their items. But I'm noticing there seems to be a lot of just imitation straight up of The Sims. Would be cool if this game kind of had its own ideas and didn't just outright copy The Sims, but, you know, in 8 bits. Because, you know, that's always begs the question, is like, why would I play this game over The Sims? If it does exactly what The Sims does, then I'd probably just play The Sims. Laid back, energized, creative, likable, mean. Well, that's not Alice Missile. Alice Missile is definitely not mean. Ambitious. Let's go through all of these one at a time and think and consider whether Alice Missile would be these or not. Alice Missile definitely does seem to be pretty laid back. But seems less, they say less motivated. I feel like Alice Missile is not someone who's less motivated. I feel like Alice Missile has a lot of motivation. Energized. Yeah, that might fit Alice Missile a little bit. You know, it kind of seems like something that Alice Missile has, but I don't know if that really defines who Alice Missile is. Creative. Alice Missile is definitely a pretty creative person, but does creativity define Alice Missile? We only get 2 choices here, so we gotta pick the ones that really define who Alice Missile is. Get uncomfortable if they lack a way to express themselves. Sounds pretty close. Likable. Oh yeah, Alice for 100% for sure. Alice Missile is definitely likable. Has a hard time conversing with mean tinies. I don't know about that one. Alice Missile can pretty much converse with anyone, whether mean or nice. But I'm gonna go with that one. That one for sure seems right for Alice Missile. Personality types come in 2 forms, major and minor personality types. Each tiny has to have a set number of major personality types, but they can have any number of minor personality types. During gameplay, you will also be able to unlock reward personality types by completing life goals. Playing the Sims game? Fucking pronouns? I heard that was a real problem for that one game that Todd Howard made. I forgot the name. Starfield. Ambitious. I do think Alice Missile is probably pretty ambitious considering that she is a game dev. But again, I don't know if that's one that defines who Alice is. Thinker. Alice is a thinker of sex. I mean, innuendo. A thinker is someone who's obsessed with logical... Well, obsessed. You almost got me there. Obsessed with logical skills. Alright. Like programming and repair, and occasionally experiences sudden bursts of focus. Long amounts of time without anything to think about can make them uncomfortable. Yeah, maybe. Introverted? Definitely not. Extroverted? Probably. An extroverted tiny loves social interaction and will seek it out more than other tinies. When not being social enough, extroverts can get sad. Feel like that's a pretty strong characteristic that might represent Alice Missile here. Well, let's check what the other ones are. Family focused. I don't know about Alice Missile being family focused. Maybe just making family focused. If that's what it was, then I would say yeah. But it's not making family focused. It's just family focused. Foodie. Maybe. Outdoorsy. I don't know about that one. Techie. So. Thrifty. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. Thrifty. For some reason, you know, I don't know much about Alice Missile, but I feel like Alice Missile is actually probably a pretty thrifty person. There's something about Alice Missile, that strikes me as they're a pretty thrifty person. Build mode items have a chance to be cheaper occasionally, but buying them at regular price may upset a thrifty tiny. I will give them credit here. This is a unique trait. I was just saying how it feels like they're copying a lot of The Sims, but this one's actually a pretty unique trait because it actually affects buy mode and what you buy. So interesting. I know this Alice Missile is totally not based on me at all, but I actually identify pretty strongly as introverted. You know, we're just talking about Alice Missile, not Alice Gristle. But I also feel like Alice Gristle is full of shit. At least online. What defines Alice Missile most? I don't know. Let's check what these minor ones are. Select any amount. Asexual? For sure not. Aromantic? Sorry. Aromantic. Definitely not. Hates children. Jury's out on that one. Pescatarian. Vegetarian, vegan. Nah. Actually, is Alice Missile vegetarian? I feel like I heard that somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. Alice Missile strikes me as the kind of person who might be vegetarian. So I feel like maybe Alice Missile would be thrifty, vegetarian. Yeah. There we go. We did hair, no facial hair, body. Why does it like add or take away money? Weird. Boring tank and colors. I feel like Alice likes colors. But she'd probably like something more exciting than just a tank top. Well, all of these are boring, so never mind. And a skirt? I feel like she'd be someone who'd have a skirt. that would be like... The colors would probably have to match. She has a good sense of colors, but it would be vibrant as well, so I feel like maybe red and I don't know, that red and blue looks alright. Maybe go with that. I don't know. Boring sneakers. Sure. And a sick hat. Because Alice always wears a sick hat that's green. Or black? Yeah. And a scarf that's blue. And leggings that's pink? I don't know. Okay, we're done with this. Let's just get to the fucking game. Jeez. Sick hat. Each tiny can exhibit a variety of emotions based on their interactions and personality types. The emotions that a tiny has is based on the emotion modifiers that most prominent affect their behavior at a given time. Check out the emotions tab on the bottom of the screen to see the selected tiny's emotions. The tab that is currently displayed at the bottom of the screen is the needs tab. This tab displays the selected tiny's current desires. Neglecting their needs makes tinies feel badly. It can even cause them to die. Oh my god. Where is my tiny? Are you smoking? Interactions are the main way to do stuff in tiny life. An interaction will always be executed by the tiny that you currently have selected. The area in the bottom left of the screen shows which tinies are in the active household and can be used to switch between them. Defining personality trait, cool hat. You know, with her weed container. Friendly. If there are too many actions available to be displayed in the ring menu all at once, small page flip buttons will appear. Okay. Interesting. Chat. Friendly. Tell a story. Friendly. Talk about outdoors. Friendly. Talk about neighborhood. Alice just acquired the charisma skill. The more charismatic someone is, the more likely it is that they'll do great in conversation. Oh. Okay, alright. Can I use these to speed up time? Tiny Life has several game speed options which can be toggled in the bottom right. If every tiny in the active household is away or asleep, the fastest speed option will display a plus next to it. It will be 20 times as fast rather than 3 times. Home sweet shipping container. It's not a shipping container anymore. Okay. Job. That's what we need. Job. Get a job. Oh gosh. What kind of job is Alice Missile going to take? You know, I feel like programmers... Alice Missile's not really much of a programmer. She makes games, so it's like tangentially related. But... I don't know what kind of job Alice Missile would do. Sort of feel like she'd be in retail or maybe business? Bag bagger, alright. And Alice Missile just sits down. Can you go pee? Use the toilet. Use the toilet! Stop sitting. You're gonna pee 2 times. Don't even take off your pants. What are you doing? Can you go to the toilet again? Dang, Alice Missile. You go pee more often than I do. Okay. Someone's gotta bag those bags. Okay, I think there was... Oh, maybe not. This says move. Oh, there we go. That's the cafe. Man, they don't really give you a lot to do in the demo. It's like, visit the cafe? That's it? I don't know. Just fast forward, I guess. Where's my house? Where's my disgusting house? Here it is. Sure, Alice Missile. Go jogging. Wait, Alice just acquired fitness is important. Okay. Why are you angry, Alice? Okay. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to buy a bed. Is there build mode? Can we just put a bed outside? Alice likes to sleep out under the stars. Oh yeah, perfect. Right there, right in front of the door. Alright, how do I go? Okay, there we go. Where's time? Okay, so it's 1:30, whatever, it's almost 2 o'clock. Sit down, damn it! Oh, you just, okay, alright. Can you just sleep? All these people are coming over for a visit. Why? No, we're currently sleeping. We're sleeping! Just sleep the whole day away. Moving in, man. It's tough, okay? Take a shower. Use the toilet. Don't tinker with it. Use the toilet. And, I don't know, grilled cheese. It's hard to fuck that up. Yeah, we didn't really play much of this. I think I'm gonna stop this game. I don't know, we didn't play much of it, but I feel like it doesn't have much going on over just like regular The Sims. Not so long ago, it's probably a few months ago at this point. It was last year, but I think it was towards the end of last year, so maybe October or November. I think I had re-downloaded The Sims 3, and I had been replaying it, and you know, it still holds up pretty well. It is like a 32-bit application, so no matter what, it still performs like dirt with the open world and all that, but I still had a good time playing it. And that's just what I'm saying. It's like playing this, it's just kind of, I kind of feel like I just kind of want to play The Sims. I don't really want to play this. This is like we have Sims at home, you know. It's not very compelling to me. Again, I would just rather play the actual Sims game than that. So, and that's all it does, is it makes me think of The Sims. I didn't grade Wildsilver. Then again, I guess I wasn't really trying to do anything serious about that. We'll give it a grade. Did it have rebindable keys? I don't remember. I knew what to do. Balance was too easy. And unique identity was nothing. Tiny Life. It definitely didn't have a unique identity because it's just The Sims. Balance, it's probably fine. Clarity, I knew what to do. Accessibility, it seemed like it had a lot of options. I didn't really thoroughly check those options, though, what they were. Because just having a lot of options doesn't mean it's accessible. Anyways, yeah, there we go. Sorry, you didn't see that. There we go. Now you can see it. Those are the games. Glad to be back in the saddle again. Playing games on the stream. Having the goddamn internet cut out. But yeah, it's nice to chat with everyone again. And be streaming again. Next weekend, I should be streaming. If we have a positive result, I'll find out this week. Then we'll have some fun. If not, we can still have fun too. It's just it won't be a drinking game probably because I'll need to save money and not buy a bunch of alcohol. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for joining. And I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. So, I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.